Welcome back to First Take. That is taping in New York right now, where we have a lot of depressed people in the studio. The Knicks were in Atlanta last night to take on the Hawks. Series tied at a game apiece. It did not go as planned. New York was down 18 in the first half. Not Brunson saying, I wish I had an answer for you on that last play. Chiney Ogwumike now joins us here from Los Angeles. Stephen A., I'll start with you. As a reminder, Mikal Bridges played 21 minutes. He had 0 points. Who is at fault for New York's loss last night?
First of all, Shay, with all due respect, I know you're wonderful doing your job. I don't need you to remind me of that. Leave that to me, please. Leave that to me. Don't tell the audience that Mikal Bridges was scoreless. Leave that kind of nugget of information for me. Janae, love you dearly. You know I love seeing you this morning. Move out the way. Let me tell y'all something right now. Change is coming to New York City. It's going to be another head coach in New York City if they lose this series. Several players are going to be gone from New York City. Y'all lose this game. Y'all go ahead and lose this game. Y'all go ahead and lose this series, New York Knicks. I'm just a bunch of sorry asses right now. I'm so sick of what I'm seeing right now. I'm losing my damn mind. There have been 6 games against the Atlanta Hawks this year. 4 have come down to 1 possession. They got all the confidence in the world. Fourth quarter, the last 2 games, they shooting damn near 60% from the field. New York Knicks in the 30s. How'd that happen? Didn't happen when Tom Thibodeau was the head coach. That's right, Mike Brown, I'm saying something. Because I love Mike Brown, but I'm very, very unhappy right now. The New York Knicks are stinking up the joint. Mikal Bridges, Leon Rose, the honeymoon's over, dog. The honeymoon's over. Enough of all of this basketball purgatory before you arrived. You were doing well, and then you messed up. And why'd you mess up? Because Jalen Brunson gave you a good thing because he signed a contract a year before that he had to, saving you about $114 million so you could go out and get his boy from Villanova with Mikal Bridges, which we don't mind because he's an Iron Man, because he's reliable, because he's elite defensively, and he's going to show up night in and night out and give you effort. What we didn't expect you to do was give up 5 there. First-round picks for him, 4 unprotected. And then a game like this against the Atlanta Hawks, not the Boston Celtics, not the Cleveland Cavaliers, not the Detroit Pistons, not the Oklahoma City Thunder, not the Los Angeles Lakers, not the Denver Nuggets, not the Minnesota Timberwolves, not the San Antonio Spurs, against the Atlanta Hawks. Mikal Bridges is scoreless. I'm looking at a bunch of zeros, a bunch of donuts all over the place. Let's look at it, okay? Game 3, all right? 4 turnovers, 3 shot attempts, 2 assists, 1 rebound, no free throws, no points, no steals, no blocks. That's why we gave up 5 first-round picks. That's why we don't have Giannis Antetokounmpo as a member of the New York Knicks right now, because we don't have assets. The honeymoon's over. The honeymoon, World Wide West, you too. Damn it, and you know I love you, you're my boy. The honeymoon is over, okay? It's over. This is unacceptable. This is the first round of the playoffs. Last year we saw y'all 2 games away from an NBA Finals. Ain't nobody tell you to go out there and fire Tom Thibodeau, but you did it anyway. Because the players is a little bit rough on them, a little bit too stubborn. Now, I don't know whether it was Leon Rose or whether it was that damn James Dolan, or whether it was World Wide West or the combination or the players. Right now, y'all are on the verge of going home. You can't lose game 4. You can't go down 3-1 to the Atlanta Hawks. Jalen Brunson, what's up? What's up? Last 2 offensive possessions, that's on you, dog. That was you. You understand what I'm saying? The air ball, the shot that you took, driving into the baseline, going to your left. You understand, from the right baseline, throwing the ball, turning the ball over. Josh Hart, you missed the 2 points in 40 minutes. What's up? What's up? This is Atlanta Hawks. Now, I understand they're a good young team. And I understand they aren't up and coming, but they ain't there yet. You ain't supposed to be losing a game like this. This is ridiculous. The fact of the matter is, the New York Knicks are a disappointment. The bottom line is they don't look anything like a championship team. They are on the verge of losing in the first round. We ain't even getting to Boston, getting your asses back for what you did to them last year. You ain't going to even get to Boston the way that you looking right now. 1 minute you're up 14, you're losing a game. Another minute you're down 18, you come back, you're still losing a game. You're inventing new ways to lose. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And if the New York Knicks lose this series, if they lose this series, heads need to roll. I'm telling you that right now. I'm sick and tired of that damn Leon Rose and riding the coattails of past purgatory, acting like you the savior. Guess what? You were doing a good job until you messed up by giving up 5 first-round picks, which were for a non-all-star, which was inexcusable. Mikal Bridges, you're not a scrub, but damn it, you ain't looking too far from one the way you performing in this series. What's up? It's $150 million. $150 million. That's what you getting paid. And we good with that. The money's fine. But 5 first-round picks, this is unacceptable. The New York Knicks don't look good. They don't seem to have the damn act together. They're down 2-1. They're on the verge of being down 3-1. And they're on the verge of losing this damn series. You got to win game 4. You got to win game 4. You don't win game 4, you losing this damn series. Janae, go ahead. Because I'm scared of what else I'm going to say because I'm about to call for people to be fired. I'm serious. This is really, really bad. This is very bad. Go ahead.
Stephen A., where are you right now? Where are you?
I'm in the nation's
Drop your
capital,
location.
D.C.
Okay, good. I'm going to send my doctor to make sure your blood pressure is not too high. I'm going to send my doctor to D.C. to make sure you're good because you are sweating. You are sweating like it's Sunday, we're in church, okay? And you have every reason to sweat. The Knicks have given you every absolute reason. I feel for you. I want to give you a wellness check. There have been a number of red flags in this series. And unfortunately, it does start with the coach and some of the decisions. You have to give credit to Quinn Snyder. He is doing his thing. He's getting the most out of his squad, even considering the fact that Jalen Johnson hasn't had that signature game yet. CJ McCollum right now is having a renaissance. Meanwhile, New York Knicks, their players, some of them, as you mentioned, are regressing. Mikal Bridges being the most notable of them. But the thing that was the biggest red flag to me was listening to that sound afterward and saying, oh, well, it's okay. It's a 7-game series. The goal is for the series to be 4 games, 5 games, 6 max. It's not to rely on the fact that, oh, we can go the distance because the New York Knicks had great aspirations. When we look at the season starting, we said this is the team, this is the time, most importantly, for them to get back to the NBA Finals. What year is it? 1973, right, Stephen A.? That's a lot of decades since they've had the opportunity to really bring some real peace to you, peace of mind. And instead, they're giving you pressure. They're giving you problems. The red flag being the matchup. I was watching this, particularly in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. Karl-Anthony Towns is being guarded by Jonathan Kuminga. And on paper, it's like the Spider-Man meme. It's that they're giving the same levels of production. Cat had a big game, obviously, but it just felt like those buckets that you could have gone to a center when you needed a good look. He was just standing out on the perimeter instead of being that beast and being that dog. How are you going to allow your 7-footer, your 6'10" guy, Karl-Anthony Towns, the best self-proclaimed shooting big man, but also when he gets downhill, he's ferocious, to be guarded by Jonathan Kuminga? Jonathan had his forearm in his back, and he wasn't fighting back. To me, it was Cat. If he had more looks, more opportunities, they just looked at him like he's not an all-star or he's not an all-NBA player like we've seen the last few years. They looked to him as like, okay, he's an option and you need him to be a beast. That to me was a big red flag. And then also CJ McCollum. Think about, they're going toe-to-toe right now, CJ and Jalen Brunson. They had the adjustment of having Dyson Daniels guard Jalen Brunson, and I think they shot 3 for 13, the New York Knicks, when Dyson Daniels was defending. There are so many chess moves while the Knicks are playing checkers and saying it's a 7-game series that gave me cause for pause. I feel for New York, this is extremely frustrating.
Let me tell you something right now. I've been on the record, okay? I am a proud black man that looks at coaches who happen to be black, and I root for them unapologetically. I ain't apologizing for that to a damn soul, okay? I ain't rooting for Mike Brown to fail. I like Mike Brown. I love him as a person. I like him as a coach. My brother, you gonna hate me, y'all lose this series, because I ain't gonna have nothing nice to say about it. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And you know, the talking to the media and you nice and you a bit more personable than Tom Thibodeau. Give me that curmudgeon that is Tom Thibodeau. I'll take him any day of the week right now. This is unacceptable, okay? You got a situation where C.J. McCollum is looking like the second coming of Steph Curry when he wants to. How that happening? How's that happening? We got clutch time with him and Jalen Johnson shooting 75% from the field at clutch time in this series. Do you know that Karl-Anthony Towns has attempted 1 shot in clutch time in this series? 1 shot. 1. That's unacceptable. Now, Mike Brown was brought here because you're supposed to infuse something a bit different and upgrade it offensively. We knew there was going to be sacrifices defensively because there's only one Tom Thibodeau. We understand that. Defensively, that's the master. But offensively, he was a bit challenged. That's supposed to be something that's alleviated by Mike Brown. That has not been the case. Why is this man gone? This man is gone because you bringing in a coach that was supposed to ingratiate himself better with players, that was supposed to even get even more from them offensively. It was supposed to elevate Karl Anthony Towns even more, Jalen Brunson even more, damn sure Mikal Bridges even more, and that has not happened. And speaking of Mikal Bridges getting back to Mr. 5 draft picks, that's who we gonna call him from now on, Mr. 5 first-round picks or 4 unprotected, pick whatever metaphor you want to, Mr. 4 unprotected or 5 first-round picks, pick whatever one you want. That dude right there, that was Jalen Brunson's boy. Now, I know that Jalen Brunson wasn't in the room picking exactly what the deal was with Leon Rose and all of that stuff, but when you saved the man and the franchise $114 million just so they could get your boy, right, you should have told them along the way, look, man, I ain't tell you to give him now 5 first-round picks for the brother now. I ain't tell you. You got to do that. You can't tell him to give up the farm for your boy. Jalen Brunson didn't do that. So guess what? That's on you too. That's what you believe. Boston ain't getting worse. Detroit ain't getting worse. Atlanta ain't getting worse. Orlando ain't getting worse. Cleveland ain't getting worse. This was the Knicks' opportunity. Tyrese Halliburton, gone. Achilles. Damian Lillard, gone. Achilles. Jason Tatum, supposed to be gone, but came back 2 months earlier than expected. A